Losing a pet is like losing a piece of your heart. If you're struggling with grief, you're not alone. At mydogdied.com, we understand the pain and are here to support you. Visit us today and find comfort, guidance, and a community that cares. We received a letter from someone who has lost their pet and have allowed us to share their story so that it will help other listeners deal with the loss of their pet. Remember, if you like this video, please support us with a like, subscribe, and share. Today, I received a letter from Taylor, a 59-year-old from Santa Maria, California. As I sat in my usual chair with a mug of tea in hand, I unfolded their words with care, already sensing the deep love behind every sentence. The letter was about Milo, a magnificent 15-year-old collie whose heart, though recently stilled by a sudden stroke, lives on in Taylor's every breath. Dear Don, I never thought I'd be writing this. I found mydogdied.com in the middle of the night when I couldn't sleep. Tears soaked through my pillow, and silence screamed in the corners of my home. I typed, "My dog just died and I can't stop crying." And there you were. Your voice, your stories, they made me feel less alone. So I wanted to tell you about Milo. Milo came into my life when I was 44, a gift from my sister after my divorce. At first, I didn't want a dog. I thought I needed solitude. But the moment he looked up at me with those amber eyes and plopped his enormous head in my lap, I understood. I didn't need to be alone. I needed to be loved. He was all collie, graceful, intelligent, a little stubborn. But what made Milo truly special was his heart. He had this uncanny sixth sense. If someone in the room sneezed even once, he'd trot off, return with a tissue in his mouth, tail wagging. I never trained him to do that. He just knew. Maybe he understood that life sometimes delivers pain without warning, and that it's the smallest kindnesses that help us hold it all together. He was my rhythm. Every morning, he'd wait by the door for our walk. He knew the route better than I did, slowing when we neared the house with the prickly bushes, because he knew I always tripped there. In the evenings, he'd lie across my feet as I read or watched the news, his breath slow and steady, grounding me. The stroke came quickly. One minute he was fetching the mail with me. The next he was on the ground, struggling, confused. I did everything I could. The vet tried, but within hours, he was gone. Just gone. It's been 3 weeks, Don. The house is quieter than ever, and I still turn around expecting to see his head peeking around the kitchen corner. I still whisper, "Bless you," when I sneeze, half expecting him to come bounding in with a tissue. But something shifted when I found mydogdied.com. Reading the stories, hearing your voice, it made my pain feel seen. It reminded me that Milo mattered not just to me, but to the world. Because love, like that, it changes people. He changed me. So thank you, Don. Thank you for this place to share him. For this space where our dogs never really leave. They just move into another room in our hearts. With gratitude and tears, Taylor. As I set the letter down, I let out a long breath I hadn't realized I was holding. Milo, you were more than a dog. You were a healer, a companion, a tissue fetcher, and a lifesaver. You arrived in Taylor's darkest season and turned it into something golden. There's something deeply sacred in a bond like theirs. Milo didn't just accompany Taylor through life, he anchored it. And in the way he responded to sneezes, or led gentle morning walks, or warmed cold toes on quiet evenings, he offered a lesson in unconditional love. To you listening now, if you've just lost a dog, or if you're in the thick of remembering one, let Taylor's letter remind you. Grief is love's echo. And that echo, though aching, is proof that what you shared was real, profound, and lasting. Thank you, Taylor, for trusting us with Milo's story. And Milo, I have no doubt there are tissues stocked in heaven, and someone's already sneezing.
Your love for your pet never fades, and neither should your support. If you're grieving, don't go through it alone. Visit mydogdied.com or call us at 85-5925-2658 and connect with those who truly understand. Healing starts here. Remember, if you like this video, please support us with a like, subscribe, and share. If you have a story that you would like to tell us, your dog stories at mydogdied.com at gmail.com.